Welcome to a cupán tea. Myself and the far Björg were in the car heading down to the school, and we were listening to the radio. And the song that came on was Everybody Hurts by REM. So I was having a nostalgic moment, but I was listening to the lyrics. And what really struck me at the end of the song is that Michael Stipe continuously sings the words, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. And I got to the point the question that formulated in my mind is, what are we to hold on to? So you know the lyrics of the song, you're very familiar with it, no doubt. You know, when your day is long and the night is yours alone. When you're sure you've had enough of this life, well, hang on. Don't let yourself go, because everyone cries, everyone hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. Now it's time to sing along. When your day is night alone, hold on, hold on. If you feel like letting go, hold on. If you think you've had too much of this life, well, hang on. And the reason then for hanging on is because everyone hurts. Take comfort in your friends. Everybody hurts. The song was REM's response to the number of young men in particular who had come to a point where they believed that they couldn't go on in life. And the rate of suicide had become exceptionally high. And that's why they wrote this song. And even though it's a beautiful day, even though it's enjoyable weather, that doesn't take away from the fact that we can be going through difficulties, hardships, and maybe have come to a point that we really wonder, is there any point in holding on? But the question that comes to my mind, as I said, is what do we hold on to? Give me something concrete, something tangible, some way to move forward. And today, that's what I want to do. In the book of Judges, there's a song written after Israel was liberated from their enemies by Deborah and Barak, and there's one little line in it which is very interesting, right in the middle of it, and you can go and check it out in Judges, in the book of Judges. And it goes and says this: march on, my soul, be strong. Now people go and say, if you talk to yourself, it's a sign of madness, and if you answer back, then you're really lost it. But when you look at the scriptures, there are many times David is a person who went and exhorted his soul. You know, here Deborah is actually going and exhorting her soul. March on, O my soul, be strong. But what can we be strong in? We can be strong in the Lord. And now here is what brings me to a very familiar couple of verses in Psalm 23. This really is mind-blowing stuff if you think about it. It goes and says in Psalm 23 the following lines: He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So the Lord is the one who's leading us, Jehovah Rohi. The Lord's my shepherd, and he's leading us in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. That path is Jesus. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. So he's leading us in the path who is Jesus. Our righteousness is the righteousness of Christ. But then in that next verse, which is also familiar, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. The point is that this is not a standalone verse. We can look at them as standalone verses. But what path is the sheep walking on in that verse? Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. What's the path? The path is the same. We're still on that same path of righteousness, being led by the shepherd. And so what I'm saying is, what we need to do is we need to hold on to the truth of who it is that God is, that Jesus Christ is, and how he is the one who leads us and guides us. And so that verse goes and says that we are to walk. Even though I walk, there is movement. We need to keep moving in the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil. The point is that the sheep is aware, and the psalmist David is actually saying is, there is evil. There is the fear of death right here. These are circumstances I cannot control. They are overwhelming. The shadow of it is crowding over me. But he's still walking in the path of righteousness. He's still walking in the path with Christ, his shepherd. I am the good shepherd. My sheep know my voice. And so when I listen to that song, yes, we need to hold on to life. But the one who is life is Christ. The one who comes to bring us life and more abundantly is Christ. And the point is that when our stability, our security is in the person of Jesus, it doesn't matter what the circumstances are that we are going through, as horrendous and all as they may be, because we know Christ with us. And it's those promises we need to hold on to. When Peter was walking on the water, it says that he looked at the waves. He looked at the wind and the impact it was having. And immediately he began to sink. His circumstances overwhelmed him. And he cried out and said, Lord, save me. And what does it tell us? The Lord didn't show up? No, it doesn't. It says that Jesus grabbed him by the hand. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So what have we to hold on to in the dark days? What have we to go and cling to? What if you're someone right now and you're struggling? Be assured of this. Jesus is right there. He wants to reach out. He wants to help you. And his promises are yes and amen. If you want to know what Jesus Christ will do for you, read the scriptures. And what it says that God can do in those scriptures, that's exactly what God's going to do for you. Hold on to who Christ is and what he has promised in his word. True, everybody hurts. True, everyone cries. True, everyone goes through tough times. But if you know Jesus, he's leading you through those tough times in the paths of righteousness. And as a result, you can take comfort in him. So exhort your soul today. March on, O my soul, and be strong. Why? Because God is with